Welcome to the ZBrush Live with the Stylus League. I'm Mike, and this is Bradley. And let's see. Can we make this so that we're equals, Bradley?
Nope, it's fine. When we're streaming, I'm on the side.
Oh, okay. All right, cool. All right. Yeah, so hope everybody is doing well. Let's see. Do we have anybody in the chat?
I will post on our channel if we're up, and I will get it up and going. Yeah, no one on
Okay.
our network knows until I post it.
Okay. All right, cool. All right. So, assuming that we have people who were waiting, what we're going to do today that's a little different. We had a nice, uh, I mean, a pretty massive announcement by Paul and the good folks at Maxon yesterday about the new Z Modeler feature for iPad. So, I thought it would be cool to work on an iPad this time. And what I decided to do, I will be using some Z Modeler, right? So I'm not going to leave that out. But I thought it might be cool to do just some anatomy studies where I am taking the demo soldier and kind of updating him, making him look a little better because he looks like me right now. I want him to look more like probably um, Michael B. Jordan. So. Is a whole lot of latitude right there. All right, so let me switch over to the iPad screen. Bradley, do you see any chat yet, or people in the room or anything?
Yeah, Andrew C says hi.
Nice. What's up, Andrew?
Over on Restream.
Okay, fantastic. All right, so as you can see, I have my desktop screen here, which I have my PureRef on, and I got a bunch of reference here. I also
Oh, you're on your
this is
desktop, so you can use PureRef. Nice,
Yeah,
nice.
yeah. So this is PureRef. This is my desktop, and over here is my iPad. So I can go and open up to. Oh, it's not updating. Hold on a second. I had some minor difficulties early where it did not update. Let's deactivate.
We're working on our iPad streaming, so the capture card's a little finicky right now, but we'll get it going.
A little bit. All right, so I hit activate. I'm going to wait for it to catch up. Hopefully it does soon. And then we can go.
Calvin says, good morning from Australia.
Hey, good morning. Come on, activate, please. Let's see, can I get that to work?
If you're over on our YouTube channel, maybe it'll spotlight your comment. Says, hey, welcome to our stream.
You know what? Let me unplug and plug it back in. Yeah, so this is kind of the thing about using the capture card. For me, Bradley never has a problem. I do, and I don't know why, but I just plugged it back in. Let's see if we can get it to work here. Filter, not filter. Bradley, talk to the people while I'm trying to get this working.
Hey, do my eyes deceive me? No, they do not. They do not deceive me. We are streaming today. I could entertain the people.
Yeah, please do.
Need to. I have to be careful of my eyes.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
This is weak. All right. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm gonna restart OBS. This is like never without a hitch, right?
So if you had a chance to, they were nice enough to use my model for the demos at GDC. So I did this piece on iPad for Maxon. If you haven't had a chance to go to our Stylus League channel, I created some tutorial videos on how to do some topology with Z Modeler, I created a video on how I made my armor for this character as well. So yeah. So until
It's good,
uh
man.
until Mike catches up, I need to make sure I have all the
You
things.
know what? Why don't you start off by kind of showing off some Z modeler goodness while I'm trying to get my iPad to connect
Sure.
again.
So I've noted, like, Paul did a fantastic demo this week on using Zmodeler. Let's see. I will append sphere or square that, solo that. If we have any questions, hey guys, in the chat. So I got a question. I do not have an iPad still. Watch the entire vid. Great stuff. Kind of makes me want one. Awesome. Thanks, thanks, thanks. And we have good stuff. I'm doing all the jobs on. Calvin says for armor video, please. Yes. So if you go to the Stylist League YouTube channel, I did a whole video on how I made some my quick armor process on how I blocked out armor from base mesh, took it, extracted it, zero mesh, then cleaned it up with the mod loops, panel loops, creasing, all that good stuff. So I'm gonna initialize this. Initialize. What's great about iPad, all the, like, if you're a ZBrush user, all the things that you know and need in ZBrush is on the iPad in a nice sleek UI. So I'm gonna initialize this, make this into a cube. Cool, got our cube. So if you haven't had a chance to, so when I was first using Zmodeler, one of the things I found that was complicated about it was the intricate UI. But what's great with Zmodeler for the iPad is presets. So normally what I'll end up having to do is, like, if I want to insert a loop, insert loop, and not only do I want to insert the loop, I want to insert a single loop, and I want it to be centered. If I go here, loop, grid. So if we go here, let's move. So you got face actions. I need to be inside of the vert action, and inside the vert action, I was on move and not actually on insert. So now that I'm on here, I will go to insert, single. And what's cool, there's this new snapping feature. You have half, quarter, and custom. What's great, I'd like to start off with half. That way, when I insert my loops, it'll be perfectly in half, and then I can just slide it where I want. So I insert my loop, and right now, this is actually snapping to half. And what's cool is that whenever I want to do this, I can set this as a preset, and I don't have to worry about going in and, like, having to do that action of setting it. So now that I have this for edges, I'm going to add plus, and I'm going to create a insert half. That'll be my shortcut, and I'll press save. And now I have an insert called half, and I don't have to do that action anymore. I'll just go to my presets, and if you see here, I have presets that I already made where I have cut, because in my topology video, I'm also, like, when you're doing topology, you need to cut edges to kind of shorten it. I have cut set to an action. Let's do this. Cool. I'm gonna turn off face. I don't want faces to do anything. I'm gonna turn faces to off. Do nothing. And I'm gonna turn off symmetry to nothing. And now I should be able to get this action to work. It's still saying symmetry. Let's click it. Off. Do nothing. Cut. Now everything's set to slice. Yep, that can slice. Oh, Mike, you're back.
Oh yeah. Just
No one needs
enjoying
to
what
see
you were
me.
doing.
Oh,
No,
oh.
you were doing fine. No, it's all good.
You're back. You're back.
Yeah. So, I will tell you off the bat, they have added a lot of features in ZBrush for iPad that allow the navigation to be much easier to do. You can see when I put my finger down, though that's my finger. I can do with like the 2-finger pinch to zoom. That kind of stuff is really cool. I, full disclosure, am using a TorBox. So I got the TorBox for iPad as well. It's the Elite Plus. And so now what I've done, if I, let's see, if I come over here to the TorBox, you can see that I have a lot of presets already done here. Like this is all stuff that I use all the time, and it just saves me a lot of effort and time in here. Something that kind of really helped me out with just learning the presets, because the one thing about having the TorBox on your iPad is that you can't really see what you're doing while you're doing it, right? I don't know if that makes sense or not, but if I'm on my desktop, I can have the menu that has all my shortcuts in front of me, and then I can work and I can see, oh, this thing does this and this does this. On the iPad, not so much. So what I've done is I've set the same presets on the TorBox that I have on my desktop. So when I'm working in ZBrush, they do the same thing, and I have muscle memory kind of a thing going on. All right. Anyway, that being said,
And if you're just tuning in, Mike is going to take this demo base soldier and he's going to make him a better base soldier.
yeah. So this guy has lived in the in our toolbar for many, many years. He's been there forever. And one thing that I always thought about him is, wow, I wonder why nobody ever updated him. So if I come over here and solo him out, we can see, like, not for nothing, this is what he should look like at this age, not for action movies. So I'm going to, if you see my screen, I have some reference up here of some muscly dudes. I thought it might be cool to do to do some anatomy studies and get this guy looking a little better. So that being said, let's get into it. I will be using ZModeler a little later, but for now I'm just kind of
Hey, no pressure. Just sculpt away, Mike. Just sculpt away.
Yeah, for now I'm just sculpting. All right, so you can see it's actually in ZModeler right now. If I come over here, I have my features and everything, so I can extrude polys and all that, but I do have subdivisions on him. So what I'll do is I will switch to my clay buildup. I'm also going to move this so you guys can hear me. And let's up the resolution. Let's see. All right, so that's the lowest. All right.
We got a comment in saying that it's Universal Soldier T100.
The T100. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. All right, so yeah, just dividing them up a little bit. Let's turn this off. Come over here and get to work on this.
We got a comment in on our channel. When's the next Stylus League course going to be? Fun fact. Hold on, check the calendar. I don't want to mess this up. I only have one chance to make this right. On April 9th, we will be advertising our new course being held by Raphael Phillips. Anyone who has taken our previous course in our class Discord, you will get a 15% discount that's only tied to your email. So you should get that very soon. And his course will be concepting for film and games. And it's 8 weeks and it's going to be nice.
Yep.
If you haven't had a chance to check out Raphael Phillips' work, check him out on Instagram. And you will start to see some stuff come down the pipe from us very soon. But April, ideally, the people who have joined through our class will see everything in our university Discord early next week, and then marketing stuff goes out next Wednesday. Oh, good question. So, Mike,
Now,
I have a question for you. When you're done with this base mesh, are you going to give it away?
Sure, why not?
Nice.
Why not? All right, what I'm doing now is I want to change this the gizmo here to have the words. Bradley, remind me where that is.
If you go to settings, inside of settings, go to UI.
Yep.
Under UI, you'll see tooltips, and then you see where it says shortcut format at the bottom. Right now, it's set to Apple icons.
Okay. Is it not changing? No, there's that.
Should be changing. That might be a bug.
Yeah.
Let me make sure I'm in the right place. I could have sworn that's where it's at.
Wait, I'm sorry, that's tool tips, right? That's not for the
It should be there. That's the UI.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah, you look for it while I'm working.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that should be it.
Okay. Maybe I'm just having a little bit of a issue.
Oh, it's delayed. It's actually changing on mine. Give it a second.
Okay.
I don't know why it's delayed, but yeah, that's it.
All right.
Oh no, wrong place. It's above that. Modifier will. It actually says go settings. It's under UI. Settings, modifier will, extra large, and key icons. You see there?
Okay. Perfect. That's
there we
what
go.
I wanted. All right, thanks, bro.
You're welcome. Matthew H says, "Yeah, I like seeing the control shift.
Yeah,
I like seeing the Windows keys."
Yeah, me too. Look at that already. Lost some weight there. It's not too.
You gave him that Ozemp. Give him the Ozemp.
Got that Ozempic.
Got the Ozemp. This is flawlessly descending.
Hey, when does your movie come out? It's soon, right?
You mean the best movie of the summer outside of Superman?
Nah, I don't know about all that. Yeah, when does your Thunderbolts come out?
Thunderbolts, I think it comes out this month. Right? I think it's this month.
Is it this month?
Get some tap says, "What's up? What are you modeling?" Mike is updating the demo soldier, so he's going in, relax, and do some anatomy sculpting. And if you are part of our Stylist League Discord, I will ensure that at the end of this, or whenever he's done with this, you'll get this base mesh.
Yep.
But get some tap says nice. Where is it going to be posted? Yeah, I will post it in the Stylus League Discord. I'll pin it probably somewhere in general, or I'll make a board for it
Hmm.
because I know people have asked for Happy Trails, Mike's UI.
All
I'll,
that.
I'll take all of it, take care of all of it at once. I'll even put it in the FBX for those who are on 2022.
Hmm.
Cover all my bases.
This was almost me working on Earthquake. I was like, oh no, this guy never gets any love. Every time, it used to be whenever Paul would do a presentation, he'd break out Earthquake. Bradley, you're eerily silent. You know what I'm talking about,
Yeah,
right?
I'm sorry. My wife is telling me she's bringing me Dunkin' Donuts. I'm trying to tell her how to give it to me.
Hmm.
Just walk in, don't hesitate, drop it.
Mm-hmm. Drop it like it's hot. You talking about coffee, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
This is a live stream. Come on, gotta be respectful here.
No. No. I thought you were talking about the donuts.
Yeah, all of that. You know, all that. Let's see. 2018. Nice. Let's see. Get some. I'm currently traveling and watch Discord, so we're gonna post. Yes. We got, let's say, show on screen, element. Only if you can share that. Yeah. It will get shared. As soon as, I promise, Mike's gonna do something. Mike, did it freeze? Because I don't see you sculpting.
What? Oh, no. Yeah, it sure did.
I'm like, man, this not supposed to happen.
No, that's not supposed to happen. I don't know what is going on with this Elgato Cam Link, you guys. Properties. Sorry, let me deactivate and activate. Activate, please. All right. So, worst comes to worst, I switch to desktop, and it's all good.
If it freezes again, we'll just switch to desktop, so you don't have to worry about it.
Yeah.
Look at this badge. Look. Man, I just snapped and it just showed up.
Must be nice. Let me open up this ZBrush over here.
You know, when your wife knows you have an addiction.
All right. Go back to your tutorial. I'm going to switch to desktop. This is insane.
How hard is that? You just open up your desktop.
Well, my desk is all set up in a certain way. Yeah.
Swap. Hi, everyone. Now that I got you with me, and now that Mike fella is out of the way.
I thought he'd never leave.
I thought he'll never leave. I don't know if you know this, but my stuff always works.
Must be nice.
Like, so on our stream, we're doing Marvel Rivals. So I started doing a Loki and clay build up. Clay build up. 6. Switch to his body. Solo him out. Hey, Mike, you know what? Why don't you tend to the chats while I be you real quick? You know, do my job. Let's see if you can do my job as well as I can. Wait,
I can't.
Wait, you can't. You can't even see the chat.
No. Nope. Can't.
I want to hide some of this. I don't want his long coat. You don't need that. You don't need that. Let's just have it out there. Cool.
Wait a minute. Tell me the demo soldier is not taken out of here. It's still in here, right?
Out of the file?
The desktop. Oh, no, here he is. Got him. Got him.
Yeah.
Got him. I'm like, no, there's no way he took him out.
Maria says, very nice. I really would like to get an iPad as well one day to do ZBrush there too. Nice. And you don't have to get all what's great. I tested it on a number of iPads, so it doesn't have to be anything crazy. It just works. Duplicate the spotted on.
All right.
Nice. Maybe I'll work.
Let's try it again.
Jeez, Mike, where would you be without me? You know, I come on stage, I sing a dance, and I immediately walk off once the showman comes up. You know,
that's how it's supposed to be. You're doing it.
Whoa,
You're doing it right.
whoa,
You're doing it right.
Whoa, whoa. I see. So probably an iPad Air would be enough for it. Yeah, like I think even some of the newer iPad Airs come with like I think an M2 chip, and those chips are like when I first started using the ZBrush for iPad, I did it with a M1 iPad, and the new iPad Airs have an M2 chip in it, so which is better than what was in that first M1 iPad for the Pro. So more than enough. I did the first character I did for Maxon was like this alien guy, and I think that file had 8 million polys. So on an M1, so all day iPad at Air for the win.
Mm-hmm.
Get some tab says the new Apple hardware have already M3 chips, guys. The Air has M3. That's even better. I think the one before that had an M2, so different price options if you don't want to get the M3. Hey, and Apple's refurb store is amazing. Yeah, Mike, faster, mush, faster, faster. Hi guys, Marcat says hi.
Hello.
If anyone else, if you don't see that I pop your message on our screen, it's because I have control over the people who are showing up on our Stylus League YouTube. If I don't pop yours up, it's because it's on the Maxon side, and you know they don't have that ability. You know, yeah, can't do that. So, are you going for like a heroic body for this guy?
Yeah. I mean, so he's. I feel like I shouldn't make him too slender. You know what I mean? Like almost like maybe a wrestling body. I think.
You gonna keep those Jesus loves me arms out?
Yeah, I gotta work on it. Gotta work on it.
You know, that's always the thing that like I was like, oh, let me use this demo solution. I was like, man, I don't like those arms. It takes work to change them.
Yeah, it's not great for rigging, right? Or
Might
like,
be pretty okay for rigging. I'm like I've never handed over a model that was like that for rigging. Maybe back in the day, but you know, that day's not today.
I did want to throw it into not Z Remesher. What is it called?
Character creator.
No. Z-Wrap. I wanted to
Z-Wrap.
use
Oh
Z-Wrap.
yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. So I think it might be cool if you bring your reference up above your image so people could see what you're looking at as you're doing it. Nice.
Okay. I'm kind of looking at a bunch of different stuff, but yes. The delts on this freaking guy. Sheesh.
Oh. You know, he has a special toilet seat. He can't wipe himself. That man's not wiping himself.
Okay. I'm so glad
like,
you.
How is he wiping? There's no way he's wiping. Like, come on, man. Like,
I don't know.
He has a Roomba that does it.
Okay, let's change the subject, please.
So it's like, the moment I see it, I think of good hygiene. You know what I mean?
Roomba? That's what you're thinking of?
Hey, I'm thinking of something that don't exist, man. Like, Maria's asking, are you on Dynamesh right now?
No, this is just the polygroups. So he has actually, this is the model that comes with ZBrush. And if I step down in the subdivision levels, wow, the tour box is not doing what, okay, there it is. It's backwards. Yeah, so if I step down, this is the lowest subdivision level, which is like probably too low. Let's delete that one. Delete lower. All right. So you have good topology here, kinda.
Relative.
Yeah. Mostly.
Maybe a stretch.
Yeah. Well, there's topology here.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm just kind of bouncing back between that and then sculpting in detail by going up in the subdivision levels.
Like deep down inside, I want you to do like go to that subdivision again, use Z-Miler, and in the crotch area, get rid of that triangle.
Dude, you ain't kidding. Yeah, no, I'm intentionally not looking at that area yet.
Yeah. Oh my.
I don't know what's going on with that business.
Creatrix Brit said $1 million idea right there. My Roomba wiper. You heard it here first. I'm gonna make millions.
Yikes.
Millions, I tell you. That's funny. Back scratcher in every room. Nice. So I haven't seen Daredevil for the week.
I haven't seen it since the first episode. So what number are they on right now?
Man, you're in luck.
What number are they on?
That's a nice binge. I think episode 1 week they released 2 episodes. I watched that. I think maybe 6 or 7. One of the two. I could be off.
Okay.
I've been watching Reacher on Amazon, so that's been like eating up my watching time.
Oh, Amazon, I think released today a new joint that I want to see with Kevin Bacon hunting like either zombies or some type of creature or something.
Of course you would.
Yeah, I'm excited about that. Oh, so listen, I know you don't like scary movies, Bradley. Have
Yeah,
you
I don't even
ever?
want you. I don't even know why we talking about it. If you know I don't like scary movies, why are you gonna like? That's like saying I don't want to be rude, but then you go be rude.
Well, yeah. So that's exactly it. Have you ever seen The Thing? John Carpenter's The Thing?
Like swamp thing.
No.
Different. Okay.
No. It's a alien lands in the Arctic, and it can look like anybody. So
is that the one with the actor with red hair? I forgot his name.
No.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
No, it's got what's his name? Snake Plissken. What's his name? Damn.
How do you dedicate these names to memory?
Come on, bro. Anybody that knows. Somebody help in the chat, please. I'm having a moment.
Calvin asks, "What are you using for reference, viewer?" PureRef. He's using PureRef for his reference.
Yeah.
If you guys ever want to know where Mike has his reference, if you look up Mike Thompson on Pinterest, there is a Pinterest board with all of the stuff that's on there, and feel free to grab it.
Yeah.
Kurt Russell.
Kurt Russell. Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, he's in it. He's a star. And Keith David. So I saw a cool piece of information for anybody who is a fan of that movie. Keith David, after like 31 years, he kind of let it out that there's two people left alive, and you don't know which one of them is the Thing, if one of them is the Thing. And he said it wasn't me. So Bradley, that means nothing to you, but it's a big deal.
You said a lot of words, and I don't know what you're talking about. Like,
all right, we're gonna watch the movie this weekend.
I can't do that.
We have to.
I don't want to do that.
We have to.
I don't like being scared. Robin R says, over on Maxon side, Robin R says, "What do you think about Character Creator 4?"
It's nice. We actually did we did a couple of tutorial videos for them using that.
Also on our channel, and also on
also on our channel. So if you haven't already, join us on stylistleague.com. We did a whole video walkthrough. Bradley and I both recorded it, and they featured it on their site. I used it to make my cami in the background. But yeah, it's pretty cool.
Nice. Boys, what's going on? What's up, MJ? Man, hope you're doing well, my brother. Got a comment in. I always assume both of them were still human and they just froze to death out there. I'm sure that has something to do with your movie.
Yeah. I kind of did too. That's the great thing about that movie. You don't know what happened to him.
So I think in The Land Before Time, his parents didn't actually die. I think Littlefoot's parents just abandoned him. Said that you can live this life.
They did what?
They abandoned him, and he could just live his life in the wilderness by himself as the world end.
Word?
Yeah. Okay. I think that's actually what happened in The Land Before Time. Same thing with Bambi. His parents didn't die either. They just left him.
Wait, wasn't Bambi a girl? Was Bambi
Bambi was a boy.
Gosh. Are you sure about that? Are you sure about that?
Yes, very sure. Bambi was a boy. All right, don't name shame.
Well, you would know.
I do know. All right.
It could be worse. You could be talking about Hocus Pocus. So I'll take
Hocus
that.
Pocus is a classic and should be watched every Halloween. Do you want me to sing you a song from Hocus
Not
Pocus?
At all.
Are you sure?
A little bit.
I know some lines.
Yeah. I'll let the chat decide that. Please say no.
This is not a vote.
Oh, then absolutely not.
And MJ, Bambi was a boy.
Okay. I did not know that. All these years.
You call yourself an artist.
Hmm.
They don't teach that in art school. These are fundamentals.
All right. So what I'm noticing now with this is that I'm running into some problems with the geo, some
You know what to do.
stars, right? Like I'm running into some stars here that are causing issues, and I don't even know what's happening with some of this stuff. So what I'm going to do here is, first of all, his legs are way too close. And let's just hold on a second. Let's. Okay. Also, I'm uncomfortable with some of this. Let's calm down some stuff.
Sometimes you got to smooth it out.
Got to. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, some of these poly groups are kind of wonky too. I'm going to fix it.
Hey, not for nothing, in the Demo Soldiers day, he was that dude.
He was that guy back in the
He was
day.
that dude. Back in that
When
day,
nobody knew any better,
he was that dude.
Demo Soldier was killing it.
He was that dude. Couldn't tell him nothing.
Couldn't. All right.
Robin R says, "I love your carnage on ArtStation. +1
Hey,
follow."
Thank you.
I could get a pity follow at the same time, Just saying.
Why
If he
it
both
always
us
has
here,
to be.
I'm just
Why
saying,
it
if he
always
both
has
us
to
here,
be a-
because I just think it's rude that he just like mentioned yours, and I'm just sitting right here.
You don't have a carnage.
I understand.
It
I can
doesn't
make
always have
carnage.
to be. Okay,
Let's,
you
you know
gotta
what?
do.
Let's not have this, right? I'm sorry. I'm sorry I brought it up. You know what, Robin? Don't worry about it. Don't follow me.
Don't. You should have never liked me, Robin.
You should have did like that.
It's always a problem.
Yeah. Don't just only like him, all right?
You can. It's America. You can just like me if you want.
Don't make me. Don't make me. I don't know what to do with it right now. Don't make me.
All right, let's see. All right, so it doesn't have to be perfect. I just want to kind of get some decent stuff going on here. And then I'm going to do a retopo. Let's do this. W, let's do this.
Fun fact, Andy said he met the guy who voiced Bambi. He went on to be a Marine and was injured several times and won awards for bravery. That timer's hardcore. And he also the kid and son of Frankenstein. I've never seen that movie.
Son of Frankenstein.
Yeah.
I don't know that one. Also, whoever sculpted this guy's, like, his ankles,
his cankles,
he like, for real, this is not how you treat somebody.
I do like the gesture in the foot, the way it's going in, but
just saying,
I would give that up for some ankles.
I have had, so I don't have ankles like this, but if I did, I wouldn't want people looking at it every time they open ZBrush. You understand what I'm saying? So this happens when you jump up and down between subdivision levels. You see how now all that stuff that I did is pretty much negated? That's a problem. I'm just gonna step it back.
I'm proud of you. Like I would have opened that up and Dynamesh them and call it a day.
You would have.
You're really doing your best to preserve this geo.
All right. So anyway, let's do this. I'm just gonna go like this. Right, cancel. Sorry. All right, good enough. So now let's, the good thing about this, it doesn't matter if I lose some of this detail because I'm going to change it all anyway. So let's remesh them. Let's delete lower. What are we at now? 130. So the actual polygon count isn't a problem on this. It is just where some of the like some of the stars in here are a problem. Yeah. So let's say half. And remesh. All right. Look at what it did. Oh, that's just another thing. All right, you know what? I forgot to do one thing. Sorry, people. Let me do one thing here.
Maria says nice music to work with.
Nice.
Thanks. Sometimes we a DJ sometimes. You know?
All right. And again, this is all getting resculpted anyway, so it doesn't really matter. In fact, what I think I'm going to do is I'm just going to, I'm not even going to remesh them. I'm just going to use Sculptris Pro.
Your favorite tool.
All right, so delete higher. Let's come over to Sculptris Pro, just until I can get some of this figured out.
If you guys have any questions for Mike or anything you would like to know or see, just drop it in the chat and I will pass it on to him. If not, we're going to watch him make some anatomy and I'm going to breathe harder than Mike. Not to make you uncomfortable, just to make Mike uncomfortable. And if making you uncomfortable is just the byproduct of that. And I apologize. Not to you, Mike, but to the audience.
Not, yeah. I figured as much.
Never sorry to you.
It'd be weird if you were. All right. All right, so remember what this guy looks like, because he's going to look way better.
We have a question in. Question, is the purpose of using Sculptris Pro there just to add enough geo to make the area workable without losing detail everywhere else?
Yeah, so what happens, sometimes you fight with the geometry and it causes problems, right? So you have one of two options. Like let's say let's say I run into like some problems back here on his back where this just doesn't deform right. And then this star right here becomes a problem because it'll start pinching even when I start to subdivide it. What I can do is I can go ahead and do a Z-remesh, but then sometimes it'll keep that point. It's like stubborn sometimes. And if you ever run into that problem, instead of worrying about it, what you could just do is you could just go ahead with Sculptris Pro turned on. You could just smooth it out. Wait a second, turned on. You could just smooth it out, right? Get rid of it. So now that problem doesn't exist anymore. So now if I was to go and do a Z-remesh, it's not gonna worry about that that star. So let's see, I'll just go ahead and run it here and see what we got. So from time to time, I'll run into problems on the mesh, and this is how I'll solve it. Now, if you do something like, see how the transition between clean topo and then the tessellation happens there, that'll cause you to get that weird stretching when it does a Z-remesh. So sometimes what you can do is you can fix that by, or kind of alleviate that problem by doing a Dynamesh first. And let's do that. I'll do project, turn off blur, and Dynamesh. Okay, so now it's kind of gone in and averaged out all of that geo. And if I do a Z-remesher now, it should take care of the problem. So sometimes I use Dynamesh in conjunction with Sculptris Pro and Z-remesh to get my stuff straight there. Another thing too, you see I had that sawtoothing from the hey Bradley, can you turn the music down just a little bit, man?
Yes, sir.
Thanks. So that sawtoothing came. Yeah, it's fine. It came from me making these groups and just not having a clean edge there. So what I could do is I could go ahead over to my timeline and set this history save state by holding down control and clicking on it. And then if I go to polish by features, see how it cleans all that up. Now the fingers get kind of jacked up when you do that sometimes. So you got to be careful and make sure that, let's see, I wonder if I can mask and only do it to certain areas. I don't think you can. Oh yeah, you can. That's kind of cool. All right, and then I can just project my detail back, right? And get the volumes back, and now I can do a Z-remesh. So that's kind of cool. I can also do like a proper selection for the legs, and it's going to help with the Z-remesh too. So let's do that. Turn off Sculptris Pro.
Let me know if that cleared up the if that answered your question. And I have another one for you, Mike.
Sure.
Next question I have for Maria: in which phase of the sculpting process do you usually prefer to pose your character?
It really depends. I tend to break symmetry early and do a pose, just because it helps me kind of figure out the volumes a little better. So I know that I used to get this question all the time when I was doing the streams for Maxon. Why are you breaking symmetry so early? You have to do everything twice. And it's just because I can come up with more dynamic poses by doing that. So it's just a preference thing.
Cool.
Oops. Another thing you'll see me doing is making a selection with symmetry turned on, and then masking that area. So let's just mask the whole thing, right? And then I'll polygroup that whole area. But then if I isolate that and hit auto group, it will give me two separate groups. So later on, I can easily just select one leg or the other. So I do that a lot as well.
Questions. Looking for questions. The Painted Dragon says, "Hey, hey,
That sounded like a
Mike."
children's book.
The Painted Dragon says, "Hey, hey,
Eh,
what do you say when someone says hi to you?"
Hello?
Thank you. That's all. All right, cool. He said hello.
Okay.
Gosh,
It legit sounded like you were going to do like a children's rhyme or something.
I'm reading his message. Okay.
Okay.
He said, "Hey, hey."
Calm down.
No, you tell me. Don't you tell me to calm down. I know where you live. Don't make me come through the screen. People take time out of their happy day to watch you through the glass, and at least you can do is talk back.
And say hello.
Painted Dragon says, "How are you guys doing? How are you doing, Mike?"
Doing well. What's up, Painted Dragon?
There we go.
All right. So another thing that you'll notice here is I Z-remeshed him down to a lower subdivision level. And that's good. However, the fingers start to thin out the more that you do that. So what we could do, Bradley, I'm sorry, you turned down a little more. It's still kind of loud. So now what I can do, make sure I have Sculptures Pro turned off. And I can just give that volume back to the fingers and they don't turn into little teeny tiny sticks. So if you run into that problem, you can do that. All right. So
Calvin
not
asks,
really yeah.
Sorry, Mike.
No, you're
Go
good.
ahead.
You're good. You're good. No, I was gonna say not really concerned about working out polygroups for the digits to hold all that because 9 times out of 10 I'm gonna do this process like a few more times until I get it right. So that's it. Go ahead, man.
Thanks.
Mhm.
You don't find, this is from Calvin, you don't find the posable symmetry works after you pose your character?
So for me, no, because I always do something that breaks that symmetry in the process, and I remember about posable symmetry way too late into the game, so I just do it, with Transpose Master. But I do know.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Mike.
No, I was gonna say it's
go ahead.
if you use it, it's a good way to maintain your symmetry. What were you gonna say?
I'm around a lot of artists, and I could tell you,
Mhm.
I've never seen that thing work accurately.
I know.
Like
Who do
like
we? I feel
all
like
the
we know
time.
somebody who used it and made it work, but I have had nothing but problems.
I don't know. I know a lot of people.
Ask me how many problems I've had.
99.
And that's right. And posable symmetry was probably most of them.
We have a good evening, fellas, that came in. Good evening.
Good evening.
So when you're done with this, I'm gonna make some more coffee. I'm probably gonna sit on my sofa, watch Daredevil, Wheel of Time, and
Wow, you
more
watching that, huh?
Preacher. What you got against Wheel of Time?
I couldn't make it past the first season.
I'm sorry, you don't have good taste.
Okay. Tell me what I'm missing. You know what else I couldn't watch? That I think people like was that the super expensive Amazon Prime Lord of the Rings.
It,
Did
the
you
second
watch it?
season was great. Yeah, the second season was like a lot more fast paced. Got to the point. It was good. The second season was good. I'm happy
Okay.
they got an opportunity to do another one.
I don't like how they gaslit the girl and the main chick in the whole first season. It was terrible. She's like, "Yo, Sauron is alive," and they're like, "Nah, come on, you don't know what you're talking about." And they're like, "Okay, look at all these things that are clearly Sauron." Like, nah, you bugging. If they had listened to her, it would have been one season. Am I wrong?
No, because that's just the beginning.
Yeah,
that's just the beginning. Watch season 2. Did you finish season 1?
No, of course not. I got to the part with the cave with the spiders, and I was like, man, this is some Tolkien business right here. When have I not seen a cave with spiders? And then that was when I stopped watching.
Nice. Let's see. Maria says, "I love your art. Was looking at it now." I don't know if that. Yeah, I think that's pretty light. And she was saying, what was that? Oh, and she still has to recover season 2, I believe, of Lord of the Rings. And we have another comment in. What was that raptor thing y'all like? For Raptor Pastor? Is that the what was the raptor?
Oh, Velociraptor.
Oh,
no, sorry. Velocipaster. Velocipaster. Yeah. So if you guys don't follow us on our channel, one of our friends and streamers is Brad Grotman. And Brad and I do this thing where we love to watch like pretty bad movies. And so there was a joint we found where we found this one where this pastor, something happens to him and he turns into a dinosaur. It's called Velocipaster. And it was very clever, a little clever naming convention, and also the logo was dope. So yeah, that's what we're talking about.
I'm so happy someone reminded me of that. Awesome.
That's awesome. I mean, hey, it's no hocus pocus, but you know.
All right, Mike, I'm going to study hard because now you're coming up to the areas that I have trouble with sometimes when I'm doing my arms, from the elbow going over to the forearms, and how we're going to do that. Let's see how you do that. Blur Gaming Network says, "What's good, gents?"
What's up, man? That's Raul, right?
Yes.
Raul has been working hard on our updated website with Raphael's class. So shout out to Raul.
It's not like we put him on blast saying that the people who attended our last class by Tuesday of next week is going to get a special code, 50% off for the new class. We didn't say that. We didn't say that he's going to have it done by Tuesday? By Tuesday publicly. We didn't say that. It was mentioned, but we didn't say it.
Yeah. I mean, he knows what's up. Yeah, it's gonna be nice. You're gonna be able to see previous students' artwork from our last class.
The students are gonna love that. We have a nice layout for your artwork. Gonna be dope. And it will also link to your socials that you provided to us. Also dope. I don't know what that means. Raul is one person and Raphael is another. Those are two different people.
Yeah.
Maria says, what are the brushes you prefer the most?
So you'll see me using over and over again the clay buildup. I love that. That's what I'm using to kind of get the forms up. And then also there's a amazing brush called the Geo Soft Forms brush, which is named after our good buddy Geo Nakpil. That was made by Pablo Munez, who's a boss at making brushes and all kinds of classes and stuff like that. So yeah, we love the Geo soft form brush. If you also like it, he sells it on his ZBrush Guides site in a pack.
Fun fact, I just learned that S/O means shout out to Raul and Raphael. I didn't know what that meant.
Oh, nice.
I just learned me something. Artist feature says, hey guys, hello.
Hey.
Maria says, thanks for that. Yes, I remember his name on the internet. Very useful stuff.
Nice.
So why did you make him a flat color?
Just so I could see the silhouette a little better.
Nice. And when you're looking at the silhouette, what are you looking for?
I mean, I'm just looking for plane changes and volumes mostly. Yeah. So you'll see me flipping between a lot of different angles and rotating around. One thing that was very helpful to me when I was learning how to really kind of sculpt early on with ZBrush is getting used to moving my model around, like not just staying on one view and getting that perfect and then moving. So. All right, and the demo soldier has boots, so what I'll do is I'm not going to worry about his toes, but I will kind of work on the size of his feet. I feel like they're a little small.
You know, Mike, when we give it out in the spirit of keeping the demo soldier alive, we'll wrap his old Geo to this new body. It'll be a gift and a curse at the same time.
Nice.
You like that? You like that?
Yeah,
like
it's dope. That's dope. I like that a lot, actually. That's nice. Yeah. I'm gonna keep the goggles and all of that stuff on
Yeah.
here. I like that. But
He'll
yeah.
he'll just be half dead.
No, I'm not mad at that.
I will be kind. I will fix that triangle in the private area.
Oh yeah.
Then we'll give it back.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's take a look at these legs. Oops. Yeah, Bradley, 100%. This is from my collection. This is what I use for the anti-venom, remember?
I know you use some base mesh. Yeah, you did. You did use this one.
Mm-hmm.
So when do you like when do you decide to like use a base mesh versus starting from a sphere?
Oh, do you know me? I rarely use a sphere. I might use Z-spheres to start.
Yeah.
I did that with my Gnomon class with the octopus head guy. But yeah, normally I use some type of a base mesh and go. Shout out to people who can just take a sphere and like in an hour turn it into a beautiful piece of artwork. But that ain't me.
Calvin has a question.
Mhm.
What would be the advantage of using PureRef over Spotlight? Just want to know if it's worth buying. One fun fact: you can get PureRef for free. Just press 0 on the checkout. But what's the advantage of using Spotlight over PureRef or PureRef over Spotlight?
So I never really got into using Spotlight too heavy, simply because it's I don't. It's one of those features that people do use. It to me, I call it a legacy feature. Hasn't really been updated in a long time. But for PureRef, what's really kind of cool for me is that you can have unlimited images on here. You just open it up, you grab whatever your reference is, you drop it on. You can, grab it and size it to whatever size you want. You can do things like select it and then hold C and kind of clip it so it's smaller. You can do things like flip it or rotate it around. You can scale, like I said, scale it. You can flip it. See what I'm doing here? Flipping. So that's good. Yeah, it's pretty sweet. So I like this a
And if
lot.
you
And
hit
then
Control D, if you hit Control D, you can draw on it and make notes, which is really cool.
yeah, it's very nice. It's very nice. So
And
yeah,
you can draw on it. Control
Mhm.
N, you can type notes and put notes on it.
Right? Boom. That's much better. So yeah, no, this is a great piece of software. And in fact, Bradley is 100% right. You don't have to pay for it. You can use it like as an evaluation copy, and then if you like it and want to give the developer some money, you can definitely donate to them. So to them. So it's pretty nice.
And Spotlight definitely has its place. Like it's good if it's useful if you wanted to, I don't know, project a texture or noise for like quick concepting and things like that. Uh, and also, some people still like to use it for reference if they want to have it in the one screen and they don't want to have anything over the UI. There's a place for it.
Mhm.
Some people still use it.
Yeah, it's very nice. So it's really kind of like it's whatever your preference is.
Got a question in from Max on side from Shining Armor. Pretty basic question. I've been
Mhm.
told both never to use perspective and always use perspective. What's your opinion on the matter? Fight!
You know what? That's hilarious, but it's true. Um, so I've heard to always use perspective when you're working on likenesses and faces. Um, I don't really use it for bodies. Sometimes I will turn it on for a likeness though. I will do that. But
So
yeah,
you've been
it's
told
one of
to
those.
use perspective for likenesses?
I have, yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's hard to see, like, when you're looking at a face without perspective, it looks totally different than if you have, like, a bit of a camera, like a focal length on it.
So over at Madden, we do not use perspective for
Oh, word?
faces. Yeah,
Interesting.
because we'll
Okay.
match like we'll have a sculpt because if we don't use it in ZBrush, if we do use a perspective, it's probably like super light, like
Uh-huh.
probably what's the lightest? I think it's like 85, 55 or something like that.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
we'll
I
all
would
yeah, go
oh, go
ahead.
ahead. No, I was gonna say I never have, like, a serious perspective.
Yeah.
It's only very slight.
Yeah, because the moment you like if it's too heavy, it'll like warp everything. When you put it in actual engine with actual cameras, everything will be off.
That's true.
Uh hashtag ZBrush viewport. But yeah, like at over at where at EA for Madden, we typically have it off,
Mhm.
and we'll check our faces in Maya uh through the actual cameras there if things are looking on point.
Sure. Nice.
So I think the rule of thumb, if you're using perspective, not super high, very low.
Mhm.
Try not to
I agree.
fisheye it.
Yeah, I agree with that 100%. That's funny, though. I have heard the same thing, always and never.
Yeah, yeah. I think the right way to go is like if you're doing Arthur Money, especially at studios, like what do you guys like?
Mhm.
Whatever you like, I'm doing it your way.
Whatever you like.
Whatever you like. Hopefully that added to the conversation. I don't know if it answered it, but added.
Mhm.
Maria saying so relatable. A year ago, I was doing a sculpt of Grogu, and then I realized I had it on perspective for hours and looked so different. Yeah, that's that fisheye.
Mm. Sometimes when things are, like, really off, I like to hide them too, just to get an idea of, like, to stop distracting me from everything else. So, turning off the feet and the head for now.
Oh, so feet and head that distracts you if you're looking at feet and heads.
On this guy, absolutely.
Mm.
Yeah, this dude.
Shining Armor says thanks. Was good response for me. Thank you. Thank you.
Cool.
So I've been really loving Assassin's Creed Shadows. Shout out to that team that worked on that game. Phenomenal
Nice.
game.
Oh, you know what I'm doing this weekend.
Watching
So
paint dry.
no, South of Midnight.
That doesn't come out until next week.
What are you talking about?
Does not come out till next week. Hold on, let me check my Xbox Game Pass. What's the countdown on this? Yeah, 3 days.
Okay. Well,
Like I said, you'll be watching the countdown.
I can't say anything else. Can't say anything else.
We have some said on the 8th, looking forward to it. Nice.
Is that one of those you can install it and play it later games?
No, the street date is the 8th.
Okay, then maybe because I work for Microsoft, I got it early.
Yeah, I do have it installed. I did install it.
Oh, then it is one of those, and you can install it, but you can't play it until. I had to do that with Batman Arkham VR,
Yeah,
whatever that new
every
joint.
game is like that now. Yeah, so yeah, there's a pre-download, and if you
Oh,
have access to it, it allows you to pre-download it.
I thought I was special, dude.
You are. Don't let anyone tell you differently.
All right. Now, sometimes what I do is I will split off a part. So what I'm doing, I'm finding that I'm having some issues inside of here where there's just some, it did like this weird thing to the body here when I did a ZRemesh. So what I'm going to do, that probably came from Dynameshing as well. So I will split this, split hidden. How do I want to do this? Let me see. All right. First, what I'm going to do is I am going to group this and then shrink the group. Couple of loops and then group it again. All right. So now what I can do is I can split this from the hidden, split hidden, and close holes. Oh, but I have subdivision levels, sorry. Delete higher, close holes. All right, so now what I can do is I can grab this, mask it, kind of drag it in a little bit. That. All right, let's go back to my dude. Whoa, forgot about the close. Okay, here's my dude. Let's close the holes on his arms. Close holes. Delete fire. Close holes. Okay. All right. Now, this is one of those things where I would, again, go ahead and grab Sculptris Pro now that I've gotten rid of my lower subdivision levels or higher subdivision levels and smooth this out. I just had some issues that I didn't like in here. And now it's easier for me to sculpt those arms too because I can kind of really get up in the armpit.
One thing I learned from you, Mike, and that has really helped my sculpting is to not be delicate.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's weird. I don't know why I'm getting all this artifacting here, but kind of am. That's odd. It almost looks like a scan that needs to be cleaned up. All right. Let's go back to the arms. Yeah, the arms did it too. Yeah, so I don't get attached to anything too early because more often than not, I'll be going in and doing some pretty radical changes to it at some point.
If you're just joining in, Mike, the stream is resculpting the soldier base mesh to make a new base mesh. If you are on our Stylus League Discord, you will drop when he feels comfortable with it. We'll drop this new base mesh there, and you'll be able to have it.
So now I can really kind of flex these traps too, and not have to worry about clipping into the arms, which is nice.
And if you need a link to our Stylus League Discord, if you go to our YouTube channel, and I'm sure any one of the videos, there's a link to our Discord that you can drop in from there. Pick a video, any video. Word on the street, there's a new iPad video on there you can click.
Yeah, Bradley put out some good information on the new ZBrush for iPad release. Yeah, these hands are looking tiny. Let's do this too. Delete hidden. No. Delete hidden. There you go.
We have a question in from Maria. Do you like marmoset or substance the most for baking?
For baking, substance.
Yeah, new substance. It's nice. 2bag is also great, but I currently in my current workflow, like if I run into an issue that I absolutely can't fix, I'll go there for like DEFCON 1.
All right, let's see, remesh this real quick.
Jagger asks, do you play with Blender in or render in it?
Yes. Yeah. Yep, use that as well. All right, so another thing that I am going to do here is I split the hand off because A, I don't love that hand, and B, every time I try to get a nice topology, low topology on his arm, the fingers get jacked up. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to keep the arm separate here. Kind of keep that cap by itself and to remesh. Yeah, that's better. So I have on my Instagram a couple of turnarounds. Let me just open this up so you guys can see where it's going. 'Cause I'm sure if you're tuning in right now, you're not impressed. Usually it takes me a while to get this down, but let's see.
Mike,
Instagram.
I'm always impressed with what you do.
Thanks, man.
Oh,
Wait,
oh, who's that? Who's
look at
that?
that.
Oh,
Oh, that's
oh,
not. That
oh,
wasn't planned.
yeah, oh,
Let's see. Hold on
heart
a
that.
second. Where's my page? Oh, there it is. Okay. All right. So yeah. So if we are looking over here, you can see that this is the kind of stuff that I like where I'll get eventually. I think I did this with another one as well. Yeah, like this kind of a thing, right? So this is where we're going. Um, sometimes it takes a little while to get there, but yeah, I'm by no means, so you guys know if you're not familiar with me, I'm not a speed sculptor. But like I said, we're gonna get there, right?
Hey, man,
So
good things take time. All right, good things take time.
some people can knock these things out, like they knock them out in no time.
Hey,
I'm
no,
not
that's
I'm
them.
not that
All right,
guy. Yeah, I'm not that guy.
we all going to the same place.
Mm.
Hey, Mike,
Yes, sir.
why are you taking so long?
So, in addition to all of my reference that I have in front,
This is why you can't
I
get nothing done, dog. Keep sculpting, dog. Like
I I
we don't need to
also
see your
I
toys.
also keep these guys in front of me as well. So when you get to the parts that are for me confusing, no matter how many times I sculpt them, like the muscles in the forearm, I like to break these things out and look at them because I will I'll always usually mostly get them wrong unless I look at something. So is elbow supposed to be? Yeah.
Uh, the Kickstarter that I supported like almost a year ago for the ARM book from who are those uh, who make the Masters of Anatomy or
Uh-huh.
Anatomy for artists.
Uh-huh.
The ARM Kickstarter, they're sending they might be releasing the book this this summer, and it's
Okay.
been like almost a year since I bought it. I forgot I paid it. I'm like, I got a message like, oh man,
Wait a
I did
minute.
that in 2022.
So it's not the anatomy for sculptors people?
Those people, yeah, those people. They have a book coming out that's only focused on different poses for the arm and stuff like that. And I backed it on Kickstarter like in 2022, and the book is finally coming out this summer.
Wow. At least it's coming out.
I know.
You could have lost your money.
I forgot about it.
Yeah.
Shining Armor just posted. Is there any plan on when the next Dallas League workshop will be open? Funny that you asked. You weren't here earlier. On hold on, gotta get my calendar. Gotta make sure I keep my calendar up because I don't want Raul to say I dropped the ball. All right. We are opening. Well, so Raphael Phillips is doing a 8-week workshop for concepting for film and games. It will open on April 9th. That you'll be able to do that. Class starts on May 11th. You will if you are on if you go to our website, if you on our website, there's a page, there's a button where you can put off register or sign up for information. You can sign up there. to get notified. If not, for sure on our Discord, we're going to be posting sign up for that. And we have seen some of the work that Raphael has done in preparation for this class, and it is amazing. And if you haven't had a
Yeah.
chance to look up Raphael's Instagram, I don't know if you want to pull that up, Mike. Raphael's Instagram, amazing artist. He's done stuff from sideshow films. He's a concept artist and production artist for film and games. The man is amazing. And sign up is on April 9th. Mike and I will return with our heroic characters course in the fall. So that's the next time Mike and I will have our class. But if you have the ability to sign up for Raphael's class, it will be one for the ages.
Yeah, Raphael's a beast. So he just did this thing for Sideshow, the Wolverine Berserker. You can see the detail that he puts in his stuff. I don't know, not that. They put ads? They put
Yes,
ads on
yeah,
people's stuff?
Instagram, yeah, Instagram inserts ads
Oh,
now.
that's
Yeah.
terrible, man. Yeah, he did this Black Panther. You see all the detail he put in here. He sculpted this. I want to say he did this detail stuff out of Symmetry. Is that what he said? Didn't he say something like that? Something crazy.
He did some of it in symmetry. A lot of the repeating patterns are UVs from Maya and stuff like that. And what's great, he does a lot like outside of statues and stuff like that. He does
He does
design
concept art for movies and
for movies.
games.
Yeah,
Yeah, so he's done some really
everything.
cool stuff.
Yeah, look at everything.
Creed.
Oh, be careful.
Um,
There's some stuff that's on his thing that's not YouTube
oh,
friendly.
not appropriate.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, let's get that out. All right, well, hey, there you go. How about that? Is that better?
Infinite window. But yeah,
Mhm.
so if you're on our if you took a past class, those who are in the Stylus League University Discord will get a link, a special link for a discount for if you've taken a previous class. So that means that guess what? If you take this class, you have an opportunity to get a discount on another class if you didn't take a previous class. So it's a win-win.
I don't even know what the hell you just said.
I'm sorry. Let me break that down for you.
No, it's okay.
No.
I'll take your
You
word-
need to.
I'll take your word for it.
No. I want you to
take your word
understand
for it.
this. Maybe other people like so. If you took a previous class, you get a discount. If
Okay.
you're now joining for a new class, if you decide to take a class in, I don't know, the fall, you'll get a discount for that one because you've taken a previous class.
So
I
if they
did that?
want to take Raphael's class and then get a discount on our next class, they can do
Yeah,
that?
yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
good. Okay, nice.
That's how that works.
So a lot of times what I'll do is I'll kind of just do what I think it should look like, and then I'll get the detail. I'll get the reference in front of me and really kind of dig deep to make it look more realistic. I don't know if you guys were here for our last one where I was working on Hellboy, but that's kind of where I was with those forms.
I'm enjoying the process, Mike.
Nice. Do you trust the process?
I trust you.
Thanks.
Wessler Snipes. Hey, just jumping in. What's the name of the Discord where I can follow both of you? If you're on YouTube, if you go look up stylusleague.com, in any one of our videos that are listed there, there is a link to our Discord. Not quite sure how I can generate a code here, and I don't want to generate a code for Maxwell stuff. But if you just go to our YouTube channel, there's a link in any of the videos. There's a link that you can press to join our Discord. And if not, you can always, if you have a problem finding it, you can at me on Instagram, ML Creative on Instagram, ML Creative 3D, or you can at Mike and he will forward it to me. But if you want it faster, send it to me.
What you trying to say?
So I've got a question in: will Raphael be a mentorship or watch on demand? So there are 3 tiers for our class. Tier 1 for Raphael is that you will get the video on demand, meaning no interaction with the class, and you just get the videos each week dropped off to you in a portal where you can get them. Tier 2, you're in the live class and get access to the material, and there is a very limited top tier where you will have one-on-one with Raphael. So those seats are extremely limited, and you'll have one-on-one sessions with him each week. And I don't want to say the accurate number of how many he could take of that, but let's just say it is not high double figures because he wants to make sure he gives quality time to everyone that he sees. So very limited. So 1 video on demand, level 2 live in class. You get to ask questions, be on chat with us, be on video call with us, ask them all the questions you want. Classes are 2 hours, or a video on demand where you get all the class sessions delivered to you after within 48 hours after class ends. So hopefully I cleared all that question up for you. Oh, our future. I'm sorry, I didn't see this question. Bradley? Are you getting an RTX 5090? No, because it'll cost as much as my entire computer, and my computer is not cheap. I think I am skipping the 5090s series. I'm gonna stick with my 4090 and my 3090 in my system, and we'll see. I kind of like having 2 GPUs, so ideally one day I can swap out my 4090 and get rid of my 3090.
I was gonna get one.
It's not worth the kidney. It's not worth the kidney.
Not gonna get one now.
I was just realizing we can't treat this like our stream. We actually have to get off at the scheduled time. One moment, please.
Oh wow, is it time?
No. I don't know, but I know one thing: we definitely can't go over if it's.
Oh yeah, because there's there's definitely streamers after us today.
Yeah, I'm like, we need to make sure we're on time. Let's not be those people. Want to make sure we have enough. What's our wiggle time?
I think 9 o'clock we gotta be out.
9 o'clock? Okay. All right.
7 to 9.
Yeah. I don't want to get called to the principal's office.
I don't think it's that deep, but I definitely don't want to step on somebody else's stream. Why is it doing? Okay.
So, Mike, what I want your homework to be, all right, so we can keep this promise to the people. Okay. I want you to work on this base mesh on your iPad all weekend, so that you can give it to me, so I can make sure good topos on it, and we can deliver it on time to our Discord.
Wait, what is this on time? What time did you tell people?
Shh. Don't worry about that.
Nice. Okay.
Just your pretty little face.
Stupid.
Just
shut up and sculpt.
Just shut up and sculpt.
All right. That's fair.
Just know that promises were made.
Mm.
And if you don't want people every time they see you asking you where my base mesh at, I suggest you get it done.
Where my base mesh at?
You're doing the easy part. I'm the one that's going to take your Sculptures Pro / whatever it ends up in into a clean topo. So,
wait, what? Are you insane?
What do you mean? You gonna give him this horrid Geo? That's what you're gonna do?
No. Oh, you're gonna do the Z-Wrap for me?
Yeah, I was gonna help you.
Well, no, you're not helping. Either you're going to do it or you're not going to do it.
I would like to assist you, but if not, you know,
you can have it. You can have it, dog.
No, I don't think you want me to. You know what? Don't worry about it.
No, that's all you. That's all you.
I want you to be the cook. I want you to be the waiter. I want you to. I want you to be there. I want you to do all of it. Maria asks, what's the time here? It is 8:49 p.m. We are East Coast in the States. Hey, Mac, I know people tell you this all the time, but you know how to sculpt some butt cheeks, man.
That's my mutant power.
You are talented with the butt cheeks.
That is. I was told if you can only do one thing good, make sure you can sculpt butt cheeks good. I've heard that. It's the one thing I can do good.
Maria says it's nearly 3 a.m. where she is, and it's very useful to watch this anatomy sculpt. Thank you for that.
Thank you for hanging out with us this late. It's very late.
You know what? In a couple hours, if you're part of our Discord, and still around, you know, we'll have some. I'll have some coffee with you, with the gang in there when you wake up.
Or just don't go to sleep.
Yeah, 3 a.m. is like kind of like the middle ground of like, should you just keep going or go to sleep?
Yeah, you might as well just rally. Just rally. You might as well.
You get a little nap, you know, a little light nap, a little cat nap.
You don't have to do that.
Wait. So let me get this straight. If you up at 3 a.m., you could now you'll rally a 8-hour shift. That's what you're gonna do?
Who, me?
Yeah.
No, that's a young man's game. I ain't doing that. Not doing that. Mm-mm. I need my sleep.
Bro, after our meeting yesterday with Raul,
Uh-huh.
we didn't go to bed till like 2. We were still in there.
I saw that. What was that all about?
Yeah, we were just hanging out, man. We
Were y'all working on anything, or you just playing games? What were you doing in there so late?
no, we were hanging out, man. We once the grown-ups went to bed, we hung out.
No, like, more power to you. I don't want to hang out with y'all.
We didn't need you to hang out with us. Rhea says that she's a night owl. And she
I
joined our
am too,
Discord
but
too. Nice.
I can't go for so long.
I think in order for you to consider yourself a night owl, you have to at least be up past midnight.
Oh, dude, I don't ever go to bed before 1:30.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
You
no, but I
one of
mean,
us. You one of us. You one of us.
no, but I can't. I don't know if I'm trying to be on the computer until like 3 or 4 in the morning anymore, though. That's crazy. Let's have a deadline. You know, how we doing on time? We don't want to overdo this, man. 53. Okay.
Hey, I know how to do my job. All right, you do yours. Get this to me.
Okay.
I don't need you to check what time it is. And if we go over, it's because I made it happen. All right, because I got control.
Yeah, because you willed it.
Because I said so.
Hey, Paul.
I don't need you to bring his name up right now.
Look at your guy.
Right now, I got the button. All right, and because I got the button, it will end when I say it ends. You just work.
Drunk with power right now.
I need you to just work. All right, I don't need you to do nothing but work, and I'll tell you when it's over.
You know what we could do? We could do all of our Stylist Leagues for the year and just do them consecutively. What do you think?
Yeah, just run back.
Just run them back.
Yeah. I don't need you to wonder. You know what? I don't even need you to think. Don't think. I'll think for you.
That's cool.
Hey, Paul, Ian, I don't mean it. I'm just playing. It's your car. You can have it back. You got it back.
All right. So, Marin Weld, where is it?
See? That looks like a soldier.
Oh. Delete lower. Well, all right. So we're getting there. The hand is still kind of crappy, but let's put on his old clothes. Let's do that. See how they fit.
He grew out of them.
There you go. That's about right.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, and I do. So you guys aren't going to get this like right away because I am going to do the clothes and everything also. But this will be the 2025 demo soldier.
Yeah.
And I think I might try to make him look like The Rock. I can't promise anything, but he's got that shape head. All right, let's roll. Let's get on out of here for the night.
It's not time yet, man. You need to keep sculpting. What's wrong with you? You don't give the people less.
You gotta leave them wanting more. Isn't that what they say?
No. It is 8:56. All right, you keep working. Why don't you do something with that face?
Why don't you do something with your face?
Okay. What would you like?
A new one. What do you think about for dinner tonight?
Bruh.
Dunkin'? Was that Dunkin' dinner?
It did carve my appetite, but I definitely need actual food. I have no idea. I don't know. But
Good
maybe,
question, right?
maybe tacos. I want some tacos.
From where?
There's this place called like Tijuana Flats around us. Might go there for some tacos.
That's one thing I wish we had around here were like some decent taco spots. We just have Taco Bell and
Yeah,
Chipotle. Chipotle, and that's it.
I
Which I'm not mad. I'm
I don't
yeah, I'm
eat
not mad at that,
Chipotle
but I would like
anymore,
something new.
and whenever if I ever eat Taco Bell, I always like I wish I had an actual taco. I went to the actual taco place.
So the only thing that to me Taco Bell used to be useful for is you could get tons of food and it wasn't expensive.
Yeah,
But now they're like real prices
yeah,
and same food. So that doesn't work for me.
yeah. Oh, it's like, yeah. I can see that, but someone would actually argue that is Taco Bell actually tacos?
Amen. My wife loves it. I don't understand it at all. But like I've never seen anybody that loves Taco Bell, but
Hey, the moment they got rid of the apple empanada, I'm like, I'm done with you people.
was that just one of those McDonald's things?
Yeah, it's
The apple pie?
yeah, it's like, but once they got rid of, like, you guys don't know your customers. I'm done with you. It's the only reason why I came here.
Nice.
The only reason why I came here, you got rid of it.
Mm.
All right, Mike.
Now
Say
it's
goodbye
time.
to the people.
See ya. We'll see you next time.
Why don't you look up? All right. Why don't you look up? Come
all right,
on,
hold on.
so rude. So rude.
Bye, people. That's it? That's what you're doing? It's very
Bye,
rude.
everybody. Have a
All right.
have a great weekend. Follow us on the Stylist League on YouTube. If you want to hang out with us a little bit more, join our Discord and have a good one. Peace.
See you guys. Bye. All right.
All right, we're clear.
Cool.
No, for real, I
So
need to
what
find what the hell I'm
was
gonna eat.